Wow, I screwed that up. Screwing the pooch like normal.
Oh,
where am I?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Oh, don't you hit that disconnect.
I know,
button.
right? Hey, it wouldn't be a Warpoint show if something wasn't screwed up.
Which is why it took it forever to start up.
Yeah.
Right?
Because either Jay could hear me in Discord and not Rob, or he could hear Rob and not me.
I know. It's just such a pain in the arse.
But we figured it out. Green
yeah.
screen looks nice. Got that bulb fixed, I see.
Got the lights going good, you know. It's all good in the hood now.
All good in the hood, G.
All right, so let me pull up our script a little bit.
Yeah, you'd think after over a year of doing this, we'd have it down.
I mean, it's one thing after another. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly Gaming Update, your source for weekly gaming news. I'm Rob, and as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Jay and Bren.
What up?
What's up? Also, Alana said we had to hydrate.
Oh, already.
I took a beer right at that right moment, so I got exempt from that.
Right?
Because I already did it.
So, you can find us live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern-ish. Between 8 and 8:30.
8-ish.
8-ish.
Very, very heavy emphasis on the
ish. Yeah.
That's my ish.
We're
That's
usually sitting here panicking like, oh my God, why isn't this working?
Yeah, oh, it's so frustrating. You can find replays on YouTube under Warpoint Podcast in video format and on all major podcast services in audio format and on our website in both formats on Saturdays around noon. Links in the panels and descriptions. One note about that. The podcast services are probably going to start being limited back. We haven't made the decision yet.
Yeah, we're kind of hitting that point where they're like, "Hey, you guys are starting to fill up the storage."
Well, not just that. I mean, talking about our growth and where the channel's headed and everything. It's something that we're gonna take the next week or so and decide how we want to proceed.
Yeah, definitely.
If you'd like to make a donation, we greatly appreciate it.
Using that D word.
Oh my God.
You had one job, Rob.
Well, he wouldn't let me finish, but let me finish. All right, bud?
All right.
We want you to know that all the investments, because that's what we call them, are investments, go back into the show to bring you better content. Each month, the top investor will be given the honorary editor title, where pretty much you'll be given the keys to the show, and you can choose topics, Rapidish reviews, headlines, community questions, whatever you want us to talk about, we'll talk about. Jethco even was like, what about wearing different things?
Like you guys are just arms in the air.
Wait, is he talking about me?
He's talking about both of us.
Oh yeah,
all of us. He's like, can I make you guys wear like tutus or something?
Oh my God.
And I was like,
I
don't know, bud. That's something I got to discuss.
I honestly don't think the world is ready for what's under this shirt.
Can you just imagine? Like, we'll just wear tutus on our shoulders. He didn't say where we had to wear them. It's like the big European ruffles around the neck.
Actually, I'll find Under Armour straight green shirt. I'll just be a floating head.
You know what? How about we'll put behind us the scene from Ace Ventura whenever he's in the psych ward. I'm open.
I actually have a bright green shirt, but I don't think it's gonna fit you, Brent.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, buddy. See, you're taller, but I'm a little wider.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll equal out. We don't know.
Get the hell out of here.
Stretch it out. We'd like to thank our subscribers. And at the end of the show, we'll go through all of our subscribers. But right now, we want to thank FaZe King. Because on Monday, whenever we were doing rating, he subscribed. So,
that's awesome.
New subscriber. Thank you, bud. We appreciate it.
Definitely. We greatly appreciate everybody.
Everybody, yeah. And like I said, at the end of the show, we'll go through and give everybody love.
Yeah.
So let's start the show off how we start every show with our cordial opening.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, what have you been playing, buying, watching, doing? Did you pick anything up for your Amazon deals?
Not yet on the Amazon deals. I need to.
Prime Day ends today.
Well, we're going to go through some things and figure it out. My latest purchase has kind of put a dent in the bank at this moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, what have you been buying, watching, playing, doing?
So I've been playing Genshin. I was playing it mostly on mobile. And then I decided to play it on PC, and I lost myself in like 4 hours of it.
Dude, it's so much better on PC.
A console, or PC.
Yeah, the phone, it's just like, maybe if like how you had your PlayStation controller hooked up to your phone for when you did remote play,
Yeah.
maybe that would make it better. But yeah, mobile is just weird with the controls, I thought.
I'm playing on mobile when you have to log in. No, I play it religiously on mobile.
I think what you can do is check the options to see if there's a check mark for the controller support. Because I know Call of Duty Mobile, that's what they did.
Oh, yeah.
It has its own section in the options.
Yeah.
For adding a controller to the mobile.
I always wanted to play that on an emulator for PC.
Wait, I wonder if you could have bots then, it's an emulator.
Oh,
I'm not going to have them. I'm just going to kill people with skill. Got like 3 tactical nukes in that game.
So, what else you been playing, watching, buying, doing?
So been trying to watch spooky stuff. Watched House of a Thousand Corpses at my dad's pre-Halloween party.
It's a good movie.
Which was the missus and his girlfriend and my sister and her boyfriend, and yeah.
Nice.
I was designated driver.
Nice.
I was somewhat responsible. Sips beer.
Well, aren't you the responsible one?
No, but yeah, we ended up watching that and hanging out and doing spooky things.
Yeah.
Ladies painted.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Bren, watching, playing, buying, doing?
Well, I had to return something.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So, Jay, I think we talked about it last week.
Yeah, I think we did talk about it last week.
I went to Best Buy. I returned Fighters. And I got a little excited. Well, it's weird because I think it was because they had a bunch of new employees, but a bunch of them started gathering around the registers. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm just trying to return something.
You're getting made out to be a bad guy.
Yeah, hold on. Is this that? What's that game you guys play? Where sus?
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us.
Yeah, am I being voted out here? Is that what's going on here? With no return?
You're out. You're off the ship, bro.
Yeah.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I got a little excited for a second because the guy's like, "Well, it's the reason it's taking so long is we're trying to find you a replacement." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome!"
Right.
It's I'd hate to let go of the statue because Bam Presto does do good DBZ character statues, and I mean, I don't like losing those statues,
right?
But they couldn't find me one, so they just offered me a refund.
I still need to get Fighters.
I'm not a big fighter game guy, so.
Neither am I, but dude, that Goku statue was awesome.
It is awesome. Like the way that it's shaded, it looks like anime shading. What is that? Big cell shading, I think is what they call it or something.
I was going to say, I don't think, because I know Genshin is considered cell shading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, okay, so, little fighting game 101. The style is called Arc Fighting Style. And it was made popular by a series called Blast Blue, which are these really weird off the wall combo chains and really complicated finishers and all that.
I was gonna say from the videos I watched, I kind of got that Guilty Gear feel too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Hydrate. We're going to have to put a limit on this. 2 per user, 5 per show.
So, yeah, I had to let that go.
Damn it.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
That's the best thing about these live shows.
They can make us do whatever they want.
Or puppets.
But what else? I finished Kakarot's main story, but I did buy the season pass, so I still have the Beerus story thing to do.
Nice. Well, I thought that was, like Alana was saying before, that the expansion is just like unlocking Super Saiyan God or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unlocking Super Saiyan God.
It's like a training area and shit.
I wonder if that actually carries over to the main story.
I think so.
So
I'm going to do a posture check. Is your posture good?
Oh.
I'm sitting as straight as I can.
Yeah, hold on. I just got to adjust the chair a little
Well,
bit.
see,
This chair is
it doesn't
super
say
straight.
it doesn't say fix your posture. It just says check it. So hold on.
Well, to be honest, my back feels a little better than being hunched over. But I'm so tall, like I'm on top of my head's out.
Oh,
almost
now we
out
got to
there.
stretch. Wait, I already stretched.
Yeah, that's a different one. It's just training on beers, yeah. So,
But I did read some news.
Okay.
A couple days ago, they did announce Chapter 2 of Kakarot's Evidence.
Ooh. Sweet.
But they released it with a couple pictures. And then, Rob, I'll talk if you want to look that up.
No,
Put
yeah.
it on screen.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because it has something to do with Gohan. Adult Gohan.
he doesn't get punked.
Let's see what else. Played a little bit of Tony Hawk. Played a little Pokemon Shield last night because I was gonna put on screen the thing that I don't want to call it a thing. It's not a thing. We bought we adopted a dog.
Got yourselves a puppy.
A puppers, yeah. I was gonna put her on screen for a couple seconds.
She's cute as hell.
She is. She's very bitey though.
We need to have one. We need to have a pup check option.
Right. Yeah, we got to get another webcam.
Can we do that? People can redeem points, and we got to put a pup check up.
Yeah, I mean, we can put whatever for points.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We can make points whatever.
And then we can do like a quick look over to the dog.
Yeah, right. I'll set the other
bring
camera
my
up.
dog in here and
I'll
hold
set
her
the other
up,
camera
freak her
up
out,
right
bring her
there.
back
You know what I
out.
mean? And then just boop
Nice. That'll have to be a little bit down the road.
once she gets potty trained.
Yeah.
Dude, my dog's so black, like the camera won't pick her up. She's just a spot of nothingness on screen.
All right, let me see if I got this. Let me see if I got this configured right. Hey, Sin, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
Synergy, what's up?
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out.
Oh man,
chicken! I already
here.
checked my posture.
Posture check.
Ugh. Eat my lunch like a good boy should. Yeah, are you eating your veggies?
Gotta have your
Are you
veggies.
eating your vitamins, A's, your B's?
Okay, now let me do. But they can hear you now, so
Okay, okay, awesome. So I don't know what everybody heard, but as of today, she's 2 months old.
oh god, a double shot.
Oh dang it!
oh, is that on it? I know.
I need more.
Right?
Yeah. But
Dang it.
she's half husky, half what did I say? German Shepherd. So black, gray patch on her chest, and the tip of her tail is white.
Ain't no sipping tonight. Take it to the head. Take it to the head. Yeah.
Nice.
The Wally World Sam's Club special. Now we got to stretch again. Oh, dude, we're gonna be so limber by the end of the show.
I know, right? Oh, did you hear that pop?
That one pop. I think it might have picked up on the mic. That was a hell of a pop.
So yeah, playing Kakarot, played a little bit of
Yeah, limber and hydrated.
Limber and Hydrate. Kakarot, Dragon Ball, Pokemon Shield. I played that for a little bit.
Good.
Watching, since we got the pup, we haven't been able to watch anything at night because it's kind of like, yeah. Well, we wait to see if her butt drops at all, because then we scoop her up and we run out the door.
Carrying her like the Heisman.
So yeah, I had to miss what was that, Sunday or Monday's raid.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I come back to raid nights and you gotta take a break, bud.
I know, man.
Hopefully you'll be back this week.
Hopefully. But yeah, that's it for me. What about you?
So watching, I haven't really been watching anything. I've been watching streamers. I've been watching a lot of Twitch, jumping in everybody's streams. Trying to be a good friend to everybody out there that's in there for us.
I've jumped in people's streams and you're just chilling in there like, what's up?
Yep. I mean, having the baby, baby in one arm, stream up, just chat with one hand.
Yeah. Just sucks if you're using the mobile app.
Yeah. Well, that's why I've pretty much been home. So
yeah.
I've been playing 14 a lot. Genshin Impact. I've been playing Animal Crossing a decent amount. I went back and I restarted Dragon Quest Builders 2. Mm-hmm. And I restarted Octopath Traveler because I couldn't remember where I was at.
Nice.
I've done that a lot, especially in RPGs.
Yeah. Well, then, I mean, dude, if you got a Switch, right? There it is. Octopath Traveler is a great JRPG for that, man. I love that game so much.
I need to get it.
I'm gonna say, if you get a chance, pick that up. I keep telling him he needs to pick it up too.
Yeah. Well, somebody said they were gonna let me borrow it.
I kept saying, when do you want to borrow it? And you never said when. What else? There's something else I've been playing on PC.
These nuts.
I've been playing a little bit of Age of Empires 2.
Wow, going back, playing that real-time strategy.
RTS, yeah. I mean, it's...
What is going on with your mouse?
It's having a seizure.
It's for the bar.
No, it was doing a red... Go to the icon next to the folder there. That.
Yeah.
You must have had it on like a weird spot.
Oh.
Because it kept flickering that no pass sign.
These damn technical issues.
Right. And it's on Games Pass, so I've been playing it on there. And actually tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow the 19th, Age of Empires 3 comes to Games Pass. I already have it pre-downloaded and ready to go.
Nice.
Played a little bit of Forza on there. I made it through to what I think is the final fight for Ghost of Tsushima.
No, you're lying.
I don't know, man.
Man, I just freed his uncle too, and we're riding horseback through the forest because they're cutting through the woods.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
Just wait.
I didn't know that.
Just wait. Well, you find that out like it's like the first 10 minutes.
No.
That you find out that his uncle gets captured.
That's the 10 minutes that I could have had.
Oh my God! Here he goes.
Fucking ruined it, Rob.
He did, not me.
Yeah, I probably could put spoiler alert up there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing, watching, buying, talking about being sus. So
God.
I bought off of a family. It's a plushie that's about 14 inches tall, crocheted, of a lime green character.
Nice.
What character?
From Among Us.
Oh,
Why?
man.
You sus.
To give it to my daughter.
She sus as fuck.
Right? Wait, well, the youngest daughter.
She's even more sus. She's
Right.
adorable.
I know.
Did you guys see the meme going around about them?
Which one?
that they are the lower half of the Teletubbies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one where it's like it's the red one, and it's a hot chick, and she starts unzipping her suit, and once she gets down to about the belly button, it just opens up in its mouth and it eats the other guy.
I saw one where there was Green getting straddled by a sexy red, and the two little bean bros were chilling there, and she was straddling a green one, and it was all dead, and they're like, I think Green's sus as fuck. But they're dead. They're ghosts. They've been killed.
Right. But yeah, that's about all I've been doing. Trying to think if I bought anything else. I think it's the only thing I bought. Some subs for people I've been watching.
Nice.
You know, trying to give back to those that give to us.
Yeah, you know what? I should do that too.
So
Instead of me eyeing up collector's editions on GameStop's website.
Right.
So this week we're gonna Jethco, who is this month's producer, financial backer, investor of the year.
Corporate investor.
Yeah, right. He wants us to talk a little bit about the PS5's M.2. Now, we touched on this, 2 weeks ago, I think it was, whenever they did the teardown last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I mean, we've gotten a little more tech news.
Yeah, we've gotten some tech news on it.
Because we got a couple more Gen 4 M.2 releases.
Right. So, let me see. Okay, no, I accidentally closed that one.
But all but one fails to hit the PlayStation 5 specs.
Right. And the only one to hit the PlayStation 5 specs is the Western Digital.
Yeah.
The 890 or something.
I know they have a P50. And I don't think that's it. Now you're thinking of the Samsung 980 Pro. But that one is I think it's only like 3,500 megabytes a second.
It is the SN850.
Okay. Okay, the P50 is an external drive.
Right, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Alana. We're going to be talking about that.
Oh, my God. Hey, okay, we'll have to wait to talk about that because I got a lot of things to add on to that, too.
Right.
So
we'll go back and we'll rewind the story about the M.2s for the PS5.
Yeah.
So during the tech teardown, we saw that they would accept all sizes of the M.2. All four form factors, which is awesome. Yes. The problem with that, right now, there's only one, and I don't even know if it's current. I think it is currently available, that meets. Meeches. I like meeches.
Nice.
They're mangoes and peaches, you know.
Lots of meat.
Millions of meeches for me. But anyways, there's only one that currently meets the specs for the PS5 to be able to play PS5 games. And that is the Western Digital PN 850.
SN 850.
Yeah, the SN 850. And that is that it has to be able to meet or exceed 5 gigabytes a second read and write speeds.
Now, if I remember, we were looking on Amazon, and we did find one that just falls short. It's like 4,850.
Yeah, that was the one you were talking about. That
the Samsung.
No, it wasn't the Samsung. It was the other one that we were watching a video for.
The Sabrent.
Yeah, the Sabrent.
Which I want to know where that company came from. Because it wasn't that long ago that I bought an external drive cover from them off of Amazon. But now they have flooded the M.2 marketplace on Amazon.
But like I said, even with that, they're just not fast enough.
No, they're only they fall within like 3,500 megabytes a second,
which is 3.5 gigs a second.
Yeah,
which is still blazing fast. It just isn't fast enough for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So what it comes down to, and the SN 850 isn't cheap. For a 1 terabyte, I think it was $220, which is pretty much identical to what the Xbox is for their 1 terabyte expansion. Theirs was $219.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, it sucks that you're paying that much to get an extra terabyte to double your storage size. The other thing it sucks is, I mean, most games are about 100 gigs. So you're getting maybe 10 games, depending on what you're doing with Call of Duty, because that's 200 gigs right there.
Hey, look at my teeth.
I am the hard drive now.
Yeah. Or something saying, look at my teeth. I am the hard drive.
Yeah. No, good. Look at me. Look at my multiplayer. I am this. Right. What's up, DXJ? So yeah, it's interesting with that. Now the thing that can't.
He ain't speaking.
Why is everything so difficult?
Oh, Rob.
I don't get it. Go ahead, talk.
Yo.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Every time we go to that screen.
Yeah, it's that screen that's giving me problems for some reason.
You put me as an audio source?
I did.
Technical difficulties.
Right. Go ahead, talk. Why? I don't know. This is so frustrating. Okay, so we're just gonna go with this one because this is working right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you can hear me now.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have to leave web pages off.
Yeah.
For this week.
You guys missed. I said the PlayStation looked like a molar.
Jay
didn't get
wants
to hear
slam his beard out. Wasted joke.
Right. I don't know.
So, and the thing I look at with this being the price point on these M.2s now that are supposed to meet the specs, people just aren't going to put them on there.
Well, here's the thing that I'm thinking too. The problem with Xbox's 1 terabyte is that theirs is proprietary. They are the only ones making that because it's a special. It looks like it's a special input. I don't know. It kind of looks like a USB, but it's not. I don't know. It's weird. But it's proprietary, so they're the only ones developing it. Whereas PlayStation, it's an M.2. You're going to have multiple companies getting to those speeds. You're going to have multiple companies competing with each other. So it's going to drive the price down a little bit. And with competition breeds excellence. So you're going to get a better drive. You're going to get a cheaper drive. You're going to get more for it being an actual M.2 than a proprietary expansion slot.
Yeah.
I love capitalism.
He said, take that, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I see people doing for the next 2 years until they finally like get this technology down packed to where they can start mass producing the drives and bring the prices down. People are going to get an external solid state, or they will end up settling for one of the cheaper M.2s, and they'll just transfer.
Well, so we talked about that a little bit. The thing with that is, when does it become more of a hassle to transfer games back and forth versus just not playing them?
And like I said, you can either plan ahead, like a lot of streamers, they have it planned out what games they're playing on what day, and they can plan accordingly. Or if you're out and your boy contacts you, said, hey, let's do some Warzone later, remote play, move the games over, finish up what you're doing while you're out, so that way when you get home.
We'll talk about remote play.
I would love to see them remove the feature of Wi-Fi mandatory.
I think they're just changing the way that remote play is going to work.
Like shit anyways.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I get what you're saying. So my thing is, when, like, I don't remember during the teardown, does the PS5 have a Type-C?
On the front? Yeah.
So
it has a USB-C, and then I believe it has one USB 3.2.
So you eventually, I think we're going to be able to get to a point where USB Type-C external hard drives will be able to read and write at those speeds. Right now, they currently don't, and it's the hard drives that are limited. It's not the Type-C port that's limited.
Really?
Yeah.
If they ever do find the tech to find it, to make an external solid state that can run at 5 gigs a second, you're not getting it for any reasonable price.
At first you won't. But the thing with that, and I mean, think about it. Years ago, 1 terabyte was unheard of. You know what I mean? You had a 256 gigabyte flash drive.
So this is the drive that Rob has pulled up right now.
The P50.
Yes. This is the external drive I use on my PlayStation 4 Pro. We've done the test and we have video evidence of it. Tomb Raider alone takes over, close to 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Takes roughly 2 minutes to get from main menu to in-game on this drive. Now, it's a mechanical drive because I can hear it spinning.
Well, then that's not this is an SSD.
Yeah, SSD would be faster.
But even then, this one says that it's only 200 megabytes per second. Yeah, this is the NVMe SSD. But it's a Type-C, and it has an interface that is up to 20 gigs a second. So the interface is there. It's just the technology of getting the actual...
What's the speed on that one?
The speed on this is only 200 megabytes a second. Read and write. And with that, it's close, but I mean, this here's $200 for a 1 terabyte external hard drive. So yeah, I mean, to get those kinds of read and write speeds, you're going to pay $400 or $500. But at what point will we be able to reach that? Nope. Up here comes the puppers check for everybody.
We got puppers. Pupper.
No.
My wife just woke up. I guess she just woke up. She's tired.
Look at her.
It's the puppers. Hold on.
Adorable. She loves the cuddles.
She does. What are you doing, Rob? Zooming in.
Yes. Somebody clip that. Gotta have quiet puppy hour.
Yeah.
Quiet puppers.
2 months old. It's funny.
She's so terrified.
She is. She's groaning. I think when she woke up, the wife brought her straight down.
Tell her that I said thank you.
Jay says thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the one saying thank you. Show my appreciation.
Yeah, I don't know why the clip command. Nothing's working the way it should be today. I don't. Everything's gone.
You have it all.
I thought I did.
We're having Discord issues. We're having Streamlabs issues.
I got clips. I got clipped that one sexy smooth Rob Jazz voice.
Yeah, I know, but no. The did you use exclamation clip or did you just clip on?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, that was our talk for Jethko, who isn't even here.
Yeah, we clipped that too.
Hey, you can go back and watch the VOD.
Right.
To prove that we did it. So
Dad did have viewer count.
So yeah, I didn't. I thought you pulled up the one that I have.
No. That was the P50.
Yeah, I have the P50. That's
this is the
P10.
Oh, you have the P10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the P50.
We're talking about your 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob. What happened the last time you pulled up P on Google?
You see what happened was.
All right.
Golden showers.
We got a Samsung external.
Oh, it isn't even close.
With read and write speeds of up to 1,000 megabytes a second.
Yeah, you got a gig.
So you got 1 gig. So we are a long way off from coming anywhere close.
Well, the thing about that, like the Western Digital 1 terabyte is $200. The SAM that is, what was it, 3?
Mm.
This is $100 more, $130 more.
Yeah, it's $320 for the Samsung external. I just mean like they can use these external drives for mass storage.
Yeah.
Because simply transferring the game between hard drives, I can tell you is, at least now on the PlayStation 4, is 10 times faster than re-downloading and patching a game.
Well, see, like this here, this is weird because this doesn't tell you how fast the read and write speeds are on this.
I hate when they do that.
It says that, it has up to a 10 gigabyte per second interface.
Let me see if... Oh, hold on.
And this is RAID.
Okay, so all you have to do is look up the Samsung 860 Evo.
But no, I'm curious about this one.
But it's...
I'm curious about this. Oh, this has a Samsung 860 Evo in it.
That's how it's running RAID. It has 2 1 terabyte Samsung 860 Evos.
Oh, okay.
But doesn't running in RAID slow down your read and write speeds? Because in RAID, you're simply splitting the data in half. If I remember correctly from... Who's that? Linus.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I'm not 100% sure.
Those damn tech tips.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. I was like, "Oh, what's RAID mode for hard drives?" What are you laughing about?
500 megabytes a second.
Oh,
yeah, not even fucking close.
Okay, so so 500 running in RAID. What does that do?
You're lucky if you got a gig, and you still need 5. Like that doesn't come anywhere close.
Maybe. Because don't we have a bunch of PC enthusiast players?
We do.
So we are a long way off from there being a competitive market.
For external drives.
For external drives, for Gen 4.
I think the NVMEs are closer than you think. Because Samsung hasn't announced their new one yet. They announced it, but they haven't put out specs on it yet, that it's coming out next year.
Yeah.
And even Cerny said that there's a couple of different options that are coming out shortly after release.
Well, yeah, they're reviewing it.
So
I guess to see how well they run with PlayStation 5.
Right. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what we come up with. Either way, we're going to have more options than the Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
So, this week, we do not have a rapid review.
Unless you guys want to hear me ramble and gush about Jensen.
Jensen.
You say Jensen, and I think of
Is it Jensen? I don't.
I'm staring at the box right now, but I can only see the top part of it of the collector's edition. Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Because the main character you play as, his name is Adam Jensen.
Jensen.
Oh yeah.
I thought Jensen was like a servant for like Laura Croft or something.
Oh.
Jensen.
You mean that old guy that everybody shot at? Yeah.
He just carried around the tea tray.
Or you locked him in the freezer.
What are you doing, mister?
I think that was the second one.
Yeah.
Right there by the obstacle course.
Yeah, because he follows you around the house.
All right, so we're going to jump into news. And off the bat, we have Amazon giving up on Crucible. This is something that we called months ago.
No.
They are offering full refunds for everybody.
Yep.
I didn't pay any money for it.
So what's funny about it is, I guess they released the game.
Yeah, it came out. It was out for about a month.
And then they pulled it back. They put it in beta for a handful of people. And then they came out and said, where's the official post? We very much appreciate the way that our fans have rallied around our efforts, and we've loved seeing your responses to the changes we've made over the last few months. But ultimately, we didn't see a healthy, sustainable future ahead of Crucible. So they said they're going to re-release it, put out whatever they had for it, and then after a couple months, they're just going to shut the servers down.
Well, the other thing, too.
And no. You do not get a voice on our channel.
Right. Well, that doesn't show up anyways. I got that turned off.
Okay, good.
So the other thing that they say is that the team is moving on to other Amazon projects, such as the MMO New World. And I'm going to talk about this in a little bit. After we go through news, we're going to do our host discussions, and this is actually part of mine. So Amazon is offering full refunds for any Crucible in-game purchases, and you can request one on this website.
So my $50 to buy skins to get good, as the kids say, was apparently for naught.
Right, for naught.
For naught.
For naught. But no, like that game was a failure.
Yeah,
I hate to say it. The state of release was unacceptable.
Well, we're going to talk. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stop, because like there's no way for us to continue talking about it unless we dive into what you want.
We're just going to move on later. So. We'll move on. We'll talk about it later.
The game is garbage. Hot garbage.
So this one, I read this article a couple days ago, I think last week, and we're getting this article from arstechnica.com.
And it's been updated.
PlayStation 5 will only leave 10 PS4 games in its backlog, meaning
there's only 10 games that won't be compatible on the PS5.
Yeah, it's just not compatible. And it's all, from what I see, they're all well, I wouldn't say they're not all indie games.
They're not indie games, but they're not like
mid-level, mid-grade games.
Right. Yeah. So the 10 that we have are DWVR, Afro Samurai 2 Revenge of Kuma, Volume 1, TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson, The Journey. Hey, we sing. Hitman Go, Definitive Edition, Shadwin, and Joe's Diner.
I am so disappointed about not having Hitman Go anymore.
I know.
What is Hitman Go?
I don't know.
It's a mobile Hitman game. Why is it on the PS4?
Right.
It's the same as Fallout Shelter being on the PlayStation.
Money.
Wait, if it's a mobile game, why is it on the PlayStation 4?
Just like Fallout Shelter's on there. There's all kinds of them on there that are mobile games that are on PS4.
They're called casual games.
Casuals.
Oh my!
Filthy casuals.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's your games.
Little
PlayStation
bit
5.
of news. Little bit of
PlayStation
news.
5 is backwards compatible with just about everything. Thousands of titles. There you go.
Every game except these 10.
Besides for Afro Samurai, is there really anything on here that you'd be willing to play?
I mean,
Then, I don't remember this game I don't remember this game at all. I remember the Afro Samurai game, but I thought that was for PlayStation 3.
They're saying that one of these games is actually a PSVR exclusive.
DWVR.
Yeah.
But
that weird list is also a possible hint that the metric for playable might be a fuzzy one for PS4 games, since Sony is already saying things like the following. Although many PS4 games are playable on PS5 consoles, some functionalities that were available on the PS4 console may not be available on PS5 consoles. In addition, some PS4 games may exhibit errors or unexpected behavior when played on PS5 consoles.
Which is understandable.
To which I got to say, half of the PlayStation 4 games have unexpected crashes mid-game.
Okay, so, and here's something I want to talk about that.
Like, I just had one a couple days ago in Kakarot. I finished a fight, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the Pro version, because Alana says that she never had any issues with Kakarot on her PS4 Slim.
Right.
But there's this weird thing where every so often after a battle or when it's saving, the game freezes for a second.
Now,
frame rate issues.
Yeah, frame rate issues.
But I was mid-flight, and then I got into a battle. When the fight was over, I went to go take off, and the whole game crashed.
I mean, I don't think I've had issues like that, but...
So, here's something that, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion. And whatever. I have plenty of those.
Yeah.
Hard copy.
The thing that I feel, Sony nor Microsoft and Xbox owe us. They don't owe us backwards compatibility.
No, they don't.
Honestly. Most PS4
they have it with PS4.
Most PS4s are still running strong. Some of the launches were iffy, but I have a launch day and it's running fine.
Yeah.
My runs pretty good.
But they don't owe us these backwards compatibility. Really, we should be thankful that we're getting them. But this has become so much of a talking point, a burning point. This is something that Microsoft was trying to drive. That, hey, we have full backwards compatibility. You know what I mean? They're taking a shot at Sony because of to the 3 to the 4. And that was because of the way that the PlayStation 3's architecture was drawn up. I can't even remember what the PowerPC, I think, was the architecture.
I'm trying to remember because I know I had my 3 apart a bunch of times.
Well, the architecture for the actual software, I think, was PowerPC.
Yeah.
Whereas most is x86. But either way you look at it, we're not owed this. This is just something that we've come to expect for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. So, honestly, this early into the generation, number one, you can expect that because it's that new into the generation. And as we're going to talk about with the PlayStation patch update, just a software update, they're having issues. I mean, you have to expect these things at launch that shit's not going to work right. Right. That they're going to come back in and they're going to figure it out. But we're not owed it is my big thing.
Oh, no, without a doubt. No, we're not owed any of that. We chose to buy the next generation.
Right. And my big thing with that, and if I was Sony, I'd be making pot shots back at Xbox. We don't need backwards compatibility. We have launch games. We have good content at launch.
Things are slightly changing for Sony, and it's another thing that we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
I was going to talk
keep
about
running into show topics.
Right.
Did what?
We just keep running them into show topics.
Oh, yeah, roll with it.
Is this something you're going to talk about later? Or do you want to talk about it now?
It's what we talked about earlier with that Japanese studios.
Oh, yeah, with Sony. Go ahead. You can bring it up because it's... or do you want to talk about that later?
We'll talk about it with yours.
Okay. We'll talk about that with mine.
So, yeah, let's move on to the next one.
On to the next topic.
Woo! Now, this one is...
interesting.
It is very interesting, and I can see how it's going to cause trouble for Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo.
Yeah.
So this is going back to the judge says the Epic Apple lawsuit could have serious ramifications for Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. So, Judge Rogers, who said on Friday that the court would need to be better informed before ruling over the dispute against Apple's 30% App Store fees, which is the same. I didn't know it's the same 30% fee on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
Right.
Now, we're getting this article from videogamechronicles.com, and this thing is... Do you want to read it, Rob? Do you want me to read it?
I can read it. So Epic has argued that the 30% fee on consoles is justified by the platform holder's significant investment in hardware, which is often sold at a loss. In comparison, mobile devices are open platforms and cost far less to operate, it's said. Well, Judge Rogers said that this distinction was without legal precedence. Indeed, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all operate similar walled gardens or closed platforms as Apple, whereby the hardware, operating system, digital marketplace, and IAPs are all exclusive to the platform owner. Judge Rogers also said that the court would need to further examine any crossover mobile game has with platforms such as Nintendo Switch, which can also be played portably. Now, the thing to that is with Xbox doing their Games Pass and all that, cloud gaming, now all that's mobile. With PlayStation doing remote play, you were playing it on your phone. I mean, it wasn't very good, but you could play it on your phone.
Well, it's very PlayStation's remote play is very, very dependent on your Wi-Fi.
Well, but that's what I mean.
It's Wi-Fi only, but the strength, like your internet speeds, determines if you can run your remote play at 1080, 720,
right.
Well, you gotta remember your remote play is not going to be able to be used. You can't use your controller at your best friend's house 3 miles down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be centralized in your Wi-Fi hub.
Well, yeah,
not really.
With remote play, you can be at your friend's house
because
the controller's not going to link up.
It links to your phone. You can use it on your phone.
There's an on-screen controller.
Oh.
Which I did it for 14 just to do like crafting and gathering stuff, stuff that didn't require a whole lot of button mashing or response time.
Yeah, right. Just run and click.
Yeah, like I did it at work. I pulled remote play up on my phone. So you're not tied to your home Wi-Fi. You just it has to be on a Wi-Fi signal, period.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't mess with it that far, so.
Yeah.
Now, Judge Rogers also said that Epic Games avers that the iOS platform is unique from other gaming devices. Specifically, Epic Games argues that gaming consoles and computers require electrical outlets and separate screens and thus lack compatibility or capacity for mobile play, which demands portable, battery-operated, and cellularly connected devices with built-in screens. Yet, Epic Games repeatedly ignored discussions of gaming laptops, tablets, and the Nintendo Switch, all of which can be played in a mobile fashion. These devices could have significant overlap with the iOS platform in terms of the ultimate consumer. Again, however, at this stage, the record does not contain significant information to determine whether such other devices are economically suitable substitutes or are merely complementary to the iOS devices. The judge concluded that a final decision should be better informed regarding the impact of walled garden model given the potential for significant and serious ramifications for Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft in their video game platforms. Epic has seemingly enjoyed a far better relationship with console platforming holders in recent months. Microsoft publicly backed Epic in its legal battle, while in July, Sony acquired a $250 million stake in the company.
Which means Fortnite makes money.
On Friday, Judge Rogers denied a request from Epic to force Apple to reinstate Fortnite to the App Store before the result of its lawsuit. However, the judge did agree to make a restraining order blocking Apple from removing Unreal Engine support permanent.
Which would pull a lot of games from them.
You can make a restraining order for a app.
Well, so a restraining order, in this term, a restraining order means that it's forcing it to, it's blocking Apple from removing Unreal Engine support. Yeah. It's restraining it to the device, like to the iOS.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's just weird.
It is a very weird thing, and the law is weird like that with different
She's
shit.
trying to make us pee.
I know. It's coming.
You guys look parched. Freezing Twin, you said you can't remote play on your phone. Would you know?
God damn it.
Damn it.
Go hit us with a double.
Triple.
He hit us
Quad.
Oh my God, he hit us with a 4.
Try. That's 5. Zach. All right, I'm out of water.
Yeah, I'm going to have to contact the wife.
Bring the puppy in the water.
Thank you, our producer.
Jethko, I don't know if you were here for our talk for your M.2 PS5 or not. It'll be in the VOD. You can go back and check. But
Freezing, the only thing I can say is check your settings, see what you have your resolution at. If that's not the issue, it's probably just an overall speed issue then. I know I have a gigabit connection.
Gigabit. We're just missing everything today.
Gigabit. What did I say?
Gigabit.
What's wrong with gigabit?
Yeah.
I thought it's gigabyte.
No. A gigabit is what?
Yeah, that's what it's labeled as on my bill.
It's a gigabit connection.
Wow. Gigabit connection.
We got to stretch.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be gigabyte, and they might have.
Xfinity is gigabit. Even in their commercials, they say gigabit connection.
Is that even a real thing?
Yeah. Dude, I have a gigabyte down.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's super fast. I love it.
I mean, impressive speeds, but that's just weird. That's called that.
Impressive.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Bit and byte.
It like they should name the Gigablast. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, Gigablast.
Gigablast.
Giga Drain. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
You're right. Giga Drain. Draining my wallet.
What is that? The mascot for Comcast is going to be a guy in a Saiyan outfit.
Don't tell him about the drinking contest, okay?
Right. All right. So moving on.
Well, I just wanted to say I wanted us to read this article in its entirety because this is a very legal heavy thing.
Yeah, it is very legal heavy, and a lot of it we don't understand, honestly.
If one paragraph is left out, the whole story could be
misconstrued.
Isn't meant for us common people to understand. That's why there's lawyers.
So, talking about Jensen.
Oh my God, it's Genshin.
Talking about Genshin Impact.
You peasants.
Don't hate me.
They've recouped their developmental costs, grossing over 100 million in 2 weeks.
They better be giving me a shit ton of wishes.
Right? I don't even know how to use them.
I've already used them. Well,
I do know how to use them, but I haven't used any of them.
Wait.
You need to, because I got some awesome ass characters.
So wishes are the gotcha part of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's how you get characters and weapons.
Weapons.
I just made it to the first city and I got the wings. I've been really hooked on Kakarot.
Yeah.
As soon as you start getting into at level 16 it unlocks multiplayer.
Yeah. You got to level 16 and multiplayer unlocks for dungeons.
Level
and 16? Is it crossplay, right?
16. Yeah.
It's crossplay on that, ain't it?
I've used a bunch of items that my
No. So that's character level,
story level,
level 16.
Or what is it? Adventurer level.
Yeah, adventure rank 16 or adventure level
Yeah.
16, and then there's world level 2. There's like 4 different leveling systems to this fucking game. It gets a little confusing.
Yeah, I don't
you
blame
need to
them.
play it.
Man.
It is anime waifu simulator.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not blame them because people are so grind heavy on these games, especially right now with everything that's going on in the world.
I gotta say, you know what's going on though?
What?
It's from China.
Oh, great! Another thing we got from China.
Hey, but this might actually be the thing that fixes the COVID. They make people stay at home. They can't infect other people. Boom! China saved the world.
And everybody needs to check out some waifus.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what, Alana? You played it, I think, from like 8 at night till like 8 in the morning for like a week and a half straight.
Yeah.
You just ate, slept, and played that game.
Ooh.
I already know.
Rob pulled up Genshin Impact on Wikipedia. It's already marked for PlayStation 5 under its platforms.
And Switch, yeah. It's future.
Switch,
it's planned,
really?
It's planned for Switch and PS5. Yeah.
If I can play it on because obviously Nintendo don't care about crossplay and cross progression.
Oh, no.
Right.
I'm a little pissed you guys get wings though.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
PlayStation owners get a set of wings that others can't get.
Really?
8 hours straight one day, but not till 8 in the morning. Okay, well, time differences aside.
Oh, man, that's another game I want to get back into playing. It's Monster Hunter World.
Right.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up my level right now.
Oh, God, he's pulling his phone out.
Right.
Flex.
Speaking of that,
You know, I'm really surprised, and this is something that I didn't think about until just now.
what?
So the developer is MiHoYo.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not owned by Tencent. That's what
Don't do it because you're going to look up that company name.
I already did. That's what I was just doing. They're not owned by Tencent.
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah,
if they were,
actually-
there was going to be a table flip.
I already looked it up because I was going to go, what the f-?
Their little slogan is Tekutaku save the world.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Beth.
So
Thank you.
it's totally a possibility. Man, I wish I had one.
my wife's awesome. She does a lot for me.
She tolerates us, which is more than what my wife does, hence why I'm here. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so my rank is 15. I am almost at the
Aw.
multiplayer. What are you saying? What rank are you?
Well, because you had Rob excited. Like, he was thinking you guys were going to be able to play, like, tonight or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm 16.
No, after show, it's going to be bed.
Oh. All right, so we'll move on a little bit so you can sleep.
I'll get not right now, but
I think it's 100 million in, 12 days. So less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks, they've already made their money back.
Yeah.
and I haven't paid any money towards it, but I already got a decent
Which
set of
is,
characters.
it's a free game.
Yeah,
And
it's free.
It's not even a AAA title.
It should be.
Well, it's going to be. Yeah, it's pretty good. They
Now it's
just
gonna
need to
be.
tweak and add some things, and
It's got that waifu.
but
hype.
Right.
well, it's an ARPG, like super really complex, honestly, because you got to remember how all the elements spring into each other and add their different effects. And
Right.
Now I'm wondering the character switching, is it seamless in battle?
Oh yeah.
it's instantaneous.
So there's a cooldown that is like
Yeah, well, so you
2
can't
seconds.
constantly switch between both characters.
you end up with a bunch of them. You can have a party of
You get
4.
4.
Yeah, I saw up, down, left, and right.
But there are 3 seconds in between each switch.
Yeah.
But you can pull off a combo at one, switch to another, pull that combo off, switch to another, pull that, and just juggle.
You can even
I was
like send it
juggling.
in using their ultimate.
Yeah, you can power up their ultimate elemental elements,
Nice.
and then just one after another unleash that. The one thing I was fighting, I ended up juggling it. Just one of the shield bashers.
Nice.
If you know what I'm. Yeah, I ended up breaking his shield and just juggling him so that he couldn't recoup his shield.
Nice.
It's awesome.
I just set them on fire.
Yeah.
I keep that boat chick around. I just start flinging the arrows.
Right. So up next, real quick, We have Final Fantasy XIV's 5.4 update releasing in December. Among other things, 5.4 will add new main story quests. Following the grand collision of Shadowbringers in 5.3, players will set out on a new adventure. The patch will also introduce the third installment in the Eden Raid series, as well as the next chapter in the Sorrow of Werelite questline.
Werelt or something like that.
Yeah.
Werlyt.
Yeah.
I don't remember that quest line, to be honest.
Beyond that, 5.4 will also bring the dreaded Emerald weapon to 14. Players will be able to challenge it. Players will be able to challenge it in both normal and extreme difficulties. There's a new dungeon, Matoya's Relic, which is going to be part of the new main storyline. On top of that, the patch will introduce a new Unreal trial and a new Explorer mode to let you venture around dungeons to take screenshots without having to worry about enemies.
I mean, you could do it before. Just run the dungeon.
Did you guys ever beat Ruby?
Yeah.
You did beat Ruby?
Not extreme.
Not extreme, but regular Ruby.
Okay.
Other changes are violins will be added to the range of playable instruments. The Blue Mage job will receive numerous tweaks, including an increased level cap. The Triple Triad minigame is getting revised. New limited time tournaments and more. Also, it's been confirmed that 14 will be backwards compatible with PS5.
Alana, that was my surprise face. It's my surprise Pikachu face. Venture rank is 21. I'm not that far behind you guys. If I wouldn't have watched Naruto for like 2 or 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. So 14, we had a new update on Wednesday or Monday this week.
Yeah, it was patch.
Or yesterday. It was yesterday.
5.35. Now the .x5 that's an in-between patch, that's smaller things, like they have what's called relic weapons, where it's a really strong weapon for that patch cycle, but you have to do more casual content to get it. So if you're not into the whole raid scene or whatever.
Rating's fun, which will be live every Monday rating on the channel. So if you want to check out some rating, come by and on Mondays around 10:30ish, and we'll be right
at us and watch us fail.
Right? Yeah, a lot of failing, We didn't clear last week.
I'll be there.
I don't even remember what we were doing, but we didn't.
Shinryu.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
for my shirt.
Awesome. Yeah, we didn't beat Shinryu. Not on eye level minimum synced, but then we just did it unsynced and destroyed them.
Nice.
So up next, continuing on with the PlayStation, and this is one that I was going to talk about a little bit. The PlayStation's store is getting an update later this month. If you prefer buying PlayStation games over the web or mobile, you may not be able to do that if they're older. And this article comes from The Verge. Sony has informed developers that it planned on revamping its digital storefront for those versions later this month, removing user options to purchase games and DLC released initially on the PS3, PSP, and Vita. So legacy games, basically. Effective October 19th, the PlayStation Store web store will remove that option. And the mobile's apps updates will be available on October 28th. Users will still be allowed to make new purchases for PlayStation legacy titles, but they will have to purchase them directly from PS3, PSP, Vita, or PS4 gaming consoles. However, it is important to note that this only applies to new purchases. Any previous purchases for any legacy PlayStation titles and downloadable content will remain accessible through your PlayStation account. Sony reportedly will also remove the ability to download apps, themes, and avatars for PS4 on both web and mobile, but will still be able to be downloaded on the console. Also, the PlayStation Store's wish list feature is also being discontinued. Any wish list items you have will be removed from your account.
So I have to
feel
ask.
like this is a step back.
I don't. We're going to PS5. We're moving to PS5. So PS3, PSP, Vita. When's the last time you played a PS3 game?
Right before we moved, I played Black Ops.
Boom.
When's the last time you played a Vita game?
Disc version, though.
When's the last time you played a Vita game?
Actually, crap. I think Steve was the last one to play my Vita. A Vita game.
When's the last time you played a PSP
But it
game?
was a cartridge.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to play these things, either go back on the console and play them, or get over it. I mean, honestly, like PS3 shit wasn't that good. Honestly,
Hey, Resistance.
What?
we had some decent shit for it. But what I'm saying is, compared to today, when's the last time you played Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2? Oh, wait, never mind. You can rebuy those for PlayStation 4. That doesn't count.
Oh, yeah. They release like 2 or 3 iterations with each console.
I'm just saying, I get nostalgia. I do. But honestly, like, when's the last time you played a PS3 game, Jay?
If I had my PlayStation 3, I'd play them all the time. I'd be playing New Vegas.
You can play them digitally on PlayStation Go or PlayStation PS Now. Yeah,
PS Now.
Yeah, but you're missing that point though. I have to play on the internet. I could plug my PlayStation 5, put the disc in, and play the game.
But what I'm saying is the PlayStation 3 wasn't available for PS4 anyways. You couldn't put the disc in.
Ramble rant.
All I'm saying is we're not missing much. I mean, what they probably did is went back and looked at how much of the percentage of shit was coming from PS3, PS Vita, and PSP games, and it was slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
So they just cut it out. I mean, you're going to PlayStation 5, which is coming out next month. They got to revamp the store. They got to revamp their app so that you can buy PlayStation 4 games on the 5.
And they did this when the PS4 released. They started cutting out that PS3 support.
Yeah.
Well, certain games started losing their servers.
Well,
that was the developer's decision, not Sony's.
Right. Well, and here's my big thing on it. The PlayStation 4 is what, 8 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
2013, maybe 7 years old.
No,
I think 2013 is when the
14, 15.
No, 16. I think
the PlayStation 4 came out. No,
because 14. Yeah, it was 6 years.
Arkham Knight came out in 2015.
It either came out in 16 or 15. Might have been holiday of 2015.
Trying to remember.
I just remember really getting in
November 15, 2013.
Really?
For 7 years.
7 years. I knew it was 2013. 7 years. Now, we probably got support up till 2015.
Yeah, because they just now turned off PlayStation servers.
You mean for PS3?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what I mean. We probably had support 2 or 3 years after.
It was roughly 2015, 16, I think. I know it was in March when they announced that they were going to start cutting that PS3 support. Like, we weren't getting the PlayStation Plus free game of the month. They cut that for Vita and 3.
Right, yeah. But what I'm saying is, so it's been 5 years, 5 to 6 years since we've had PlayStation 3 support. It's been 5 to 6 years. Like, it's time to move on. Honestly.
PS3 was such a good console, though.
Was it, though?
Yeah.
Was it really? I mean, it almost killed Sony.
No. The initial release of the PS3 almost killed Sony.
That's because they were trying to sell the console for like $1,000.
Well, that's 600.
That's because of the way that they changed the architecture up, which I was saying earlier. They tried to add stupid features to it, and that's why they cut backwards compatibility right then and there after the fat model because it cost too much.
That's all you want.
The initial PS3 actually included the board to run PS2 games. That's why they had to carry over that. What is that? Emotion engine,
right?
So that you could have that PS2 backwards compatibility. Then you had SD card readers.
PS3. I'm so glad I gave permission to cuss.
Oh, freezing! I agree 100%. I had the fat. My dad, still to this day, He doesn't have a PS4. He won't buy a PS4 because most of the games he wants to play are PS2, PS3. Yeah. He only buys a fat backwards compatible. He'll pay $200 for one, $300 to have that backwards compatibility.
Did you just hear about that though?
What?
Somebody prefers it, aka best console ever.
And the only thing he plays is Gran Turismo.
Hey, being a Sony fanboy, once this basement's done, I plan on owning all the Sony consoles.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, if you want to fucking play a PlayStation 3 game, go buy a PlayStation 3.
Well, tell me what to do, Robert.
You best believe they're going to be pristine working models.
I know.
Okay.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, this backwards compatibility to fucking PS3 shit, get over it. Like, buy a PS3 if you want to play legacy games. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's also the argument of, what about people... Renamed highlight my message. Rob's a jerk. There's people that...
Hey, there's a yellow light of death for the PlayStation 3, by the way. If you don't know about that, look that up.
The yellow light of death.
The yellow light of death for a PS3.
Well, I never pissed on my PS3, so I couldn't tell you on that one.
Actually, the yellow light of death was pretty much the same thing as Red Ring, to where the console just got so hot that it melted the solder and then just the connections became loose, and yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah, the PS4 has had it too. Do you remember the fixes where people were turning it on and putting it in like a box so that the fan would just circulate hot air to reflow it?
Did you see the one picture? The one kid, it looked like he literally held a lighter to the one side. Because there was melted plastic running down the side, one corner of the console from him holding a lighter.
It works. Did it work, or did he just fuck up?
But a lot of the people, if you look at the pictures they put up, the reason they were overheating,
it was because they never cleaned the bitch.
Yes, and they had them sitting on carpet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big one there. Mm. Take note, Galaxy.
You mean the Samsung grenades?
Yeah.
What was the Galaxy S8s?
S7s.
Was it the 7? Yeah, the 7s.
What is on my...
How are you doing?
He's got dry skin.
No, I think that's a chunk of my soap.
Oh.
It is. I switched to that. I switched to that Dr. Squatch soap.
Oh, so you smell like tar.
He just picked it off of him and he's No, you remember?
I like the skin flakes. It's salty.
Was that George Carlin that talked about that? He's like,
yeah,
I taste everything that comes off my body. Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that, man.
This just got like super 10 shades weird.
Is this skin or soap?
Yeah. It's like it's too white to be my skin.
It's from under cheddar. Oh.
Hydrate.
I got water. Yeah, there's water here. It's fall, so every water in my house is fresh.
Okay, so moving on, because Rob's going to keep yelling about people wanting backwards compatibility. Which I'm with you, Rob. I don't really see much of a point for it, but I also have a room where I want to have a lot of working consoles.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just going to yell.
Previous generation. All right. Okay. To an extent, I get that. Anything past that, get over yourself.
And now for the topic that's going to...
Alana, I hope you're listening because I know you were pissed off about this.
This is the equivalent of
and this segues into
Synergy and Jay having to hear the word taxes.
And this
is to know that Sony is now eavesdropping your conversation.
I was going to say, this is something that, Jay? Was that Jay or is it you that want to bitch about?
I want to bitch about it. And I wonder if Sony got permission with the NSA because they're stepping on their fucking turf.
Okay, so before we get into that, PS4 system software update 8.0 launched today.
And we pulled this article straight from the PlayStation blog website.
So this is straight from PlayStation blog. Update. Following this update, users are seeing a notification about party safety and that voice chats and parties may be recorded. Voice chat recording for moderation is a feature that will be available on PS5 when it launches and will enable users to record their voice chats on PS5 and submit them for mod review. The pop-up you're seeing on PS4 right now is to let you know that when you participate in a chat with a PlayStation 5 user post-launch, they may submit those recordings from their PS5 console to SIE.
We're going to start seeing mass bans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, let's not jump the gun here. All right.
Oh no, because when has government or company overreach ever resulted in something good?
What I'm saying,
Especially over the censorship of speech.
but what I'm saying, this is probably something they have to do to cover their ass, because if, say, all right, Jay, say you and me are in a chat, you're on PlayStation 4, I'm on PlayStation 5. You start calling me racial names, you start doing whatever, going off the deep end, and then I turn around and go, hey, this here's what he was being said to me. This is threats that were made to me. And they go, okay, well, we can't use the recording because we didn't notify them.
Well, here's the thing about this, all right? The way they slid under the terms of agreement is you enter a party, you are officially agreeing to the terms of being recorded.
By another player, not by... I mean...
They said in their own words in a tweet that they're still recording. It's like the police. Just because you or somebody else doesn't press charges doesn't mean the police still can't arrest you.
But what I'm saying is you have to be, like, if you're on a telephone call, you have to be notified that you're being recorded.
No, because that's how the government does it.
Scroll down on my side, please.
Yeah.
Because there's an image I'm seeing on yours that I can't.
I mean, that looks exactly the same for the...
Yeah, I don't see what this update looks different.
I'm just saying, it's a little sketchy to be throwing it on somebody, not even talking about engaging in your community that you can reach out to.
This is now the voice chat thing, too. The voice chat and the text chat are the same UI.
So you just speak to it and it rates it down.
No. But if you're in voice chat,
it
looks like this too.
Oh, so they just merged the two.
The UIs are both the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I get that. That's pretty cool now.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You know, we're joking, we're BSing, we take some cool screenshots while we're playing.
It's in the same thing.
Yeah. You don't have to exit out of it to go to another section of the menu just to...
Yeah. So what we're talking about is they updated the party and messages to where the party chat, which is where your voice chat is, and your messages, which is obviously text messaging, are now combined into the same UI.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, there's new avatars being released, which include an array from Bloodborne, Journey, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, and many more. Up after that, there's now an option to mute all mics from Quick Menu.
Oh, great.
So if I don't want to hear what you're saying, I just...
Again, though, like, that's another reason why we don't need recording.
Safe space.
Yeah, like, why? If we need recording, then why doesn't reporting ever work on anything? You report anything on Facebook, you report anything on Twitter, you don't report on anything on Xbox or PlayStation or Activision or whatever. Do you feel like it even gets seen? You're making a report that gets glanced over, probably.
Sometimes, I know, like with Final Fantasy. They actually check their stuff. Sure thing, Alana.
Oh man, she hit us again.
Yep.
I'm really gonna have to limit this.
You're gonna have to make it like 300 points or something.
1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the problem I have with that. Although it is speech that people don't like, but it is still freedom of speech. When you start allocating control of speech to a higher power, I'm sorry, man. That's
pretty much as much. I love the First Amendment. Unfortunately, it only corresponds to government. Doesn't work for international companies. unfortunately.
Right.
But we as consumers can voice our displeasure of it.
Yeah, and we also have the option to go to a different console.
Yeah, well,
So-
we're not going to. I mean, I'm on PC, but you act like I'm not going to.
Something else.
So hold on 1 second, Rob. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Freezing asked a good question. A Japanese company, the problem is that they've actually pulled this PlayStation headquarters from Japan and moved it to California.
Which we're going to talk about in a little bit for your rant.
Yeah, which is part of the rant that I have planned in a little bit.
That was the whole problem.
So we have simplified and more flexible parental controls where they're combining communicating with other players and viewing content created by other players into one setting. Communication and user-generated content to cover both areas of communication and UGC sharing. This offers a simpler setting that's easier for parents to understand and apply to their children. In addition, children can send a request to their parents to use communication features in specific games. When a child sends this request, the parent will receive an email notification and choose to make an exception for that game and allow the child to use its communication and UGC features. This will provide more flexibility to both parents and children.
That's a bad idea. Kids go play Conker's Bad Fur Day, and it's going to be downhill.
Dude, please.
I mean,
that is one game that they need to remaster and put on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's not going to. It's going to be on Xbox.
Now,
Is it?
Rare. Rare's owned by Xbox.
I'll buy an Xbox just for that fucking game.
Yeah, right.
There's my nostalgia.
that Fable, I like the Fable game.
If I
Which
can
is
get
coming back.
if I can get digital, I'll buy the
Well,
Series S.
they're going to be
Nice.
on Windows.
Oh, there you go. I'm good.
So, as a parent, I like the parental control part because
Cokers. I know. Cokers.
my daughter isn't going to play COD.
Right.
She's not a shooter type.
But
gamer.
Vinny,
Your son?
my son, yeah. Red Dead, Rock,
There
GTA 5
is-
online.
There is that we need to put that limitation on our children.
Right.
Coker sounds like a new kind of GTA. No, it's just a gang in the middle of Liberty City.
I would have to say that you would pull the controller from your son's hand if he heard half the things that are said in a Black Ops online party
Oh, I'm sure he's
or
heard it
in a
though.
multiplayer lobby.
Because I mean, he plays Apex.
Is Apex as bad as COD?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's toxic. Any game could be toxic, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We also have enhanced two-step verification and removal of event creation and private community creation. So yeah, I mean, we got some updates to it, but as Alana was saying, her system's all screwed up from it. I've seen a bunch of people that have had fucked up experiences with this
For
update.
the
Didn't see as
last
well like
week,
this. I'm glad that mine's not even plugged in.
I don't know if you've checked yours lately, Rob, but for the last week, I've had network connection errors.
Oh, I haven't had any.
You haven't had any errors?
Nope. I
could
didn't
be
try
just-
playing it all today.
No,
Because
for
today
the past
was-
week, I've had to keep signing in. It signs me out.
I had to do that last week. I didn't have to do it this week.
But then when I go to check Sony's page for the status update on all their servers,
It says they're good.
no, it says that they have a video server error,
Mm,
not a game error, just
right.
the streaming video service error.
Well, I haven't had any problems with it. I had to sign in once. That was it, just one time. And I've played just about every day. Now, you know what else that could be, though? I have multiple people on the console. Vinny has his account. Shane has his account. So once they log in, it might auto force everything to log in. I don't know. But I haven't had any network errors or anything like that.
I haven't had any network errors as for actual usage. Like I can go on, I can sign into 14 and play.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, I haven't had any connection errors. I haven't had anything. Nothing at all. And I played every day. You know, one game or another, I've played every day. Now, we are also getting updates to Remote Play app on mobile and PC.
It's going to have the ability to switch over to PS4 and PS3, or PS4 and PS5, I should say.
Gonna say,
Sorry, I forgot they're not giving a shit about PS3.
They haven't for like 5 years, brah.
Okay, look. I'm still a little pissed off about it.
Obviously.
Let's talk about it.
At the same time as 8.0, the existing PS4 Remote Play app on mobile, Windows PC, and Mac will change its name to PS Remote Play. And the option to connect to PS5 will be added. You'll need to sign in from PSN from your PS5 to be able to access the feature, so sit tight until PS5 launches this November. Right. As always, a hard line is recommended for the PS4 update.
Yeah.
So that brings our news articles to a close. Jay, do you got more of your rant?
I'm still going to buy a PlayStation, but I'm not going to like it.
You know, and
he's going to be that guy that like angrily slams his money on the counter.
You know, my dad just brought up a good point. He's over on the Facebook side of it. He says, for the government to be able to use your voice, they have to have a warrant.
That's government.
Look at Monica Lewinsky. Look at Monica Lewinsky and the Kinda Trip tapes. So, I understand.
It's just it's messed up because
the way that what they should have done is they should have came out right off the bat and said, "Hey, we're giving you this warning because going forth, PS5 users will be able to record chat, and for them to be able to use it for a situation, or enable for them to be used in a situation, we have to have these. You can agree, click yes to agree, click no, and you won't have any communication.
That's not it. It's the way you and I communicate when we're in a party together.
But I understand that 100%. But what I'm saying is the company isn't using that. The company themselves aren't the ones that are recording the conversations. It's the other players that are, but they didn't say that. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know? Jay's just over there all quiet. And this is his rant.
Oh, Jethco has to step away.
Okay, bud.
No. He's asleep.
No, we stole Jay's thunder.
No. I had a lot of ranting earlier.
Oh,
calm down.
He's all tired. He's all tuckered out. We tuckered him out.
No.
I am tuckered out. Been dealing with bullshit for the last 3 days.
It's past his bedtime.
I got sick Monday, and then I took the day off because that's what you're supposed to do. Well, I went to work 2 hours, and I came home.
Yeah.
And then I took yesterday off because there's been an incident with the coof. So I was still coughing, and I was like, I'm not going to paranoid people because you know what? I care about people.
Wait, you care?
And then no, not really. Okay. But anyways, I went in today, and yesterday when I told them about it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get my test and all that. And they're like, okay, that's fine. You don't really need to. Just come into work if you're feeling all right. I'm like, all right, I feel great. And I go in, and she was like, no, you need a test. I'm like, what the fuck? You told me no. So I've been dealing with that shit, but they're going to pay me. So
there you go. All about that money.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first for rants?
You go.
You want me to go? Okay. So at the beginning of this episode, we touched on Amazon dropping Crucible. You know, and moving on to their MMO New World, right? My rant and discussion rant, however you want to put this one. Should companies get into video games just because they have money? And I think Amazon and Google are the two big ones that need to be talked about.
Yeah.
So you have Amazon that is coming out and doing their video game studios. The Crucible was such a disaster, number one. Ridiculously so. Now you have this other one, New World, and they're doing this just because they want to get into, they see the market for video games, but they don't have the background. It isn't like they went out and they, acquired a studio to make these games. They just said, hey, we're going to put together a studio, here's some developers, and here you go. Throw some money at it, it'll be all right. And that's what I have a feeling New World's going to be like too. You had Google come out with the Stadia. And that fucking dumpster fire of a whatever the fuck it is, 'cause it's not even a console. I don't even know what to call this fucking thing.
It's a
Amazon's about to do the
platform
thing too.
I was going to say, and now you have Amazon launching their Luna. So they're doing this just because they want to get into the video game thing because they have the money to. And the problem with it is the fact that when these things fail, they go, fuck it. Hey, we're gonna report our losses and
it's a tax write-off.
Right. But we as the consumer, luckily New World or Crucible, they offered refunds too.
That's what happens.
Yeah. But what happens to all these? Look at how Stadia launched. Look at all these people that paid for the Founders Edition shit so they can get usernames. And they couldn't even get fucking usernames. The usernames they wanted because they didn't get the early access like they were supposed to. It's ridiculous that you have these people that are paying this money for a product or a service, and then when shit goes astray, they don't get it. They lose money, they lose time, they lose so much.
They don't care.
They don't, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
These big companies that have this extra capital just to throw at video games.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, it's us that's suffering.
Not really. I suffered for playing Crucible for like an hour, and then I quit playing it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, okay, maybe not you, but how many people are? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at, especially with my biggest point is the Stadia. Look at how many people bought the Stadia for it to be the fucking dumpster fire that it is. Ridiculously so.
I actually considered it just so I could play Baldur's Gate 3.
I considered it because and the Luna looks like it's going the right direction for this. Stadia, they come out and they said this is not a streaming service. You still got to buy the games, you got to buy the hardware, you got to buy this, you got to buy that. Wow. Whereas the Luna, it's just a controller that can hook up to anything that has an Amazon Prime account.
Yeah.
It can hook up to your smart TV. It can hook up to your phone. It can hook up to a PlayStation. Anything. Computer.
I got Fire TV, so I might try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it have to be a Fire TV?
I think it just has to be a smart TV that can have the Amazon Prime app.
Or a Fire Stick.
Or a Fire Stick.
Those are on sale for Prime Days for, I think, like $30.
They're normally only like $30.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
Well, they're saying that these are the 4K ones.
Well, and the thing with that, they're saying, as long as you pay the monthly subscription fee, you have an access to this library of games.
Yeah.
AAA titles.
But can they run Crysis on Ultra?
Dude, I don't think a top tier PC right now.
I was going to say, can you run Crysis on Ultra?
Probably.
No.
Hey, it'd be a good test. Can these new 30 series cards run Crysis on Ultra?
Oh, yeah.
Before they overheat?
Hey, that's just based on fans. The 3 fans are doing pretty good.
But no, like if the Luna goes the route that it's saying, and basically it's going to be in addition to your Amazon Prime account, basically, an extra $10, $15. I would pay an extra $20 a month to have access to Destiny, to have access to Baldur's Gate, to have access to whatever, as long as I can play it whenever I want. If it has the no latency issues and Yeah, that would be the way to go. Just because, honestly, think about it. We go to PAX. Think about how many times you go out of town for training.
But the problem becomes those hotels use such low Wi-Fi signal strength.
I get that. I have a Wi-Fi hotspot that'll run my PlayStation, so I'm sure it'll run that.
I don't. Stretching.
Yeah, we're hitting that 2-hour mark. It's about time for a stretch.
Yeah, right.
We'll save. We'll just save mine for next week then.
You want to save yours for next week?
Yeah, I mean, there's only a little bit of information on it right now.
There might be more by the time we touch on it again.
Yeah.
Right.
And basically, what all it is, so everybody that's listening knows, it looks like Microsoft is trying to purchase GameStop. Now, they're labeling it right now as a partnership, but people have said that GameStop stores are starting to be fitted with...
You know what that looks like to me?
What?
Bailing that water out.
Yep.
Hold on. Does anybody else find it hilarious that they come out with the Xbox One and go, you can't play, there's like a certain limit you can play with somebody else's game. You have to buy the game. Instantly had backlash. Now they're buying a used video game store. Nobody finds the fucking irony in that.
I know.
Did you see what else they're doing at GameStop?
Well, they've been doing it.
You can go on a rent-to-own program with no interest rate.
Well, here's the thing. You could always do that since the One X came out.
I've never seen that sign in any GameStop.
Not in GameStop, but on Microsoft's website.
Yes, but we're talking about going to a GameStop store now and doing that.
I get that. That's because of the partnership.
Yeah.
But
that's for you.
The All Access has been out since 2018.
Upfront cost, one low monthly price.
Yeah. So 0 APR for 24 months, 24 months of Xbox Game Pass, 24 months of Xbox Live, a 1S or a 1X. The 1S is $22 a month, and the 1X was $35 a month.
Where's the Rob Sings channel points?
Oh, no, there, Jethco.
No, Jethco's the one that sings.
Yeah, Jethco's the one that sings.
Nice.
I gotta watch that clip.
Jethco? Not on the podcast stream. I'll do it on a regular gameplay stream, all right?
Next raid night.
I'll do a special night of just karaoke.
Oh, yeah?
I will do...
We just gotta do a random night of drinking.
I will do karaoke.
Oh, Freezing said he's a sponsor. You got to do it.
Got to put it on there.
Freezing just threw it out there, and Jessica's going to be like, I am your corporate backer. Bow.
Do you see
Bow
this?
and
You
do
see
it.
this? 10 gifted
Right.
subs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bow and do it.
Shit,
Whoa.
gotta do it, Rob.
Whoa. Like I said,
The audience is turning on you.
I will do it, just not on podcast night.
They're going to be expecting it now.
Oh, we'll be in trouble with Rob.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. Jethco is our financial backer, and he is our
Executive producer.
executive producer. Is that what you want to call it? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
so yes, I will put myself out there, and I will do karaoke or whatever.
Jeffco, clip idea. On the Celine Dion one, play the flute version. Take that clip, edit it, put the flute version in there while you sing it. 10 out of 10.
oh my God, yes. Get some blue skies behind him like he's on a ship.
Dude, I mean, we'll loan you the green screen.
Just lip sync and then match it up.
Instant partner material.
Yep, there you go.
And then we can karaoke together, bud.
Yeah, see, you got to make a trailer for your channel. Boom, there you go.
Right?
Here we go. Oh,
No.
he's talking. Freezing's talking about doing Country Road.
No.
Take me home.
Jeffco's playing Assassin's Creed right now.
That's why he was on a.
Yeah, I know. Rum is for drinking by Senses Fail.
Yeah.
Shipping off to Boston.
Right, there you go. Any Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and pirate metal is a thing.
The
believe it or not.
DMC takedowns will be in fire.
Right.
Well, I thought that you could have. Don't they have karaoke?
The music industry can do whatever they want.
They're shutting it down.
Isn't it, when did they take? Did they already take it down?
No, I think it's getting taken down at the end of the year.
Oh well, then we could still do it till then.
The music industry will do whatever they want.
Alana, I can do "Drunken Lullabies" by Flogging Molly. I know
I can't
all the words.
Me too. I would be forced to do it during karaoke.
Right.
See, when I come visit you guys and we go to these conventions, we're gonna have a bar. We're gonna record some Warp Point After Dark with the darkness.
Dude, yes. Dude, when we come for your housewarming party, whenever that is, we can do it then.
Right. Yeah, we're still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, don't worry, man. I haven't even had a housewarming party yet.
You kind of did.
I do small parties.
Yeah.
I can even fake a
I can't either, but I'm like
decent Irish accent.
Listen, I my Irish accent always turns into an Australian accent. And I don't know why. It just goes from like, top of the morning to you to, hey, make crikeys, that's a big one.
Yeah. Well, who was that? Christian Finnegan. He was like, an Australian is just an Irishman that's been left in the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
They just airdrop babies onto the island and let the heat bowl them.
That sounds about right too.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So on that note, we are coming up to the end of the show. And we'd like to take this time to thank all of our supporters, starting with our investors. Bren, you want to take that?
Sure. Do you want to scroll down so I can actually read the list?
You should know. We only have 3. They've been ticking on the stream all day.
Well, I can't read that.
I said just the investors.
Okay. All right. Calm down.
Just the investors.
God, stop yelling at me.
Just the investors.
So we want to thank our investors, Thugbug, Jethco. Actually, it should be Jethco times 10.
Yeah, right. No, that's subscribers.
Oh, no, that's subscribers. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Thugbug, Jethco, and Notorious Twist, a.k.a. Vern. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
I had a brain fart there for a second. I'm crashing.
It's all right. My brain does it every time.
So, do you want to read the top of that list and I'll read the bottom, Jay? If you have
Yep. I got pulled up.
Here's the question, though, Rob. Did you fix the list?
I did. I updated it today.
Did you? Okay.
So for our subscribers, we have Adar 1990, Laverne Extremes, El Phoenix, The Beer Pong, Insane Delilah. There you go, Rob.
We also have Thugbug, Jethco times 10, Elha Phoenix Wifey. I love it when a couple comes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Freezing Twin, Miko, Starchild, Hal D1, and Notorious Twist. Thank you to all of you beautiful, beautiful people. You're breathtaking.
Your breath.
You're breathtaking.
God, did you guys see that new commercial
For
Cyberpunk?
dude, I am so stoked. I cannot wait.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what happened? Rob exited out of the screen.
I didn't exit. It just wasn't up. Jethco has gifted a tier 1 sub
God.
to School Appropriate.
Which we got a mini buffs raid right after this. For her.
Oh, we got rated.
No, we're rating her.
Oh, we're rating her?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, everybody, don't put your drinks down. We're taking the party over somewhere
Exactly.
else.
We're taking the party to her.
Hold on. Because since we're at my house, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Actually, stay here. We can push a button.
Stay on this channel. We'll just divert you there. Like beam you up, Scotty.
But who else streams that late? You never know.
You're not wrong.
Freezing Twin said, make her hydrate.
Right?
We have to.
But I want to take this time to thank all of you for supporting us, watching us, listening to us ramble. You guys are amazing. Check out the links to our socials in the descriptions. Hit the like, follow, subscribe, and share buttons if you haven't already. Come join us in playing some games. I never did update that. I've updated the list, but I never put it out. So it'll be on the list of our gamer tags.
He yelled at me about that list.
So it's on the website. It's on the website.
So you wrote us to update.
It's on the website, but I didn't make a command for it, is what I mean. I was going to make a command for it, and I didn't.
Calm down. We're messing.
I'm sorry. Here you go.
I wasn't thinking anymore, Rob.
You weren't kidding? You weren't kidding. You're hurting my feelings. And the reason why Jay is so upset about this is because he has about 35 different fucking names.
Well, it's it's mainly just Jay Darkness with uppercase, lowercase, and 6'9".
Well, it's in chat, so there you go.
F's in chat.
There. I mean, you could have hit enter at certain points to clean the list up.
Nope.
No, Rob's like, fuck you all.
Fuck you all.
Yeah.
But yeah, come play some games with us.
Hang tight. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We're going to raid.
Yep. Hang with us. We're going to raid. But look for the video.
Said for PS3, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's Jay's PS3 screen name.
No, that one's XX.
Underscore rar J rar darkness.
Hey, don't you hit on my girl like that.
Rar is I love you and dinosaur. Okay, I get it.
All right, I'm about to bring the shotgun out.
But check us out on video replay on Saturdays, and next week, Monday is raid night. Wednesday we'll be here. Friday, I'm going to try and put something together. Stay tuned to our socials for that. It'll be me singing something somewhere, somehow.
Unboxing videos.
The unboxing video will also be on YouTube on Friday. There'll be links in all of our socials. So
I guess those are going to have to
out.
be every 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're going to be about every 2 weeks.
Space them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every 2 weeks. But keep an eye out for those. Stick around for the raid. And as always, we'll catch you at the warp point.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.